Hi, it's Saturday, it's the first day of Liverpool ComicCon, and I'm with Billy West and Phil LaMarr.
From show business.
And we're about to start the panels for the weekend. We're very excited.
I am excited.
Very excited.
Get ready.
To the stage, Phil LaMarr and Billy West.
That's just me. I gotta have something to take home now.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. Ow! Take some more.
I've noticed they all face that way, not this way.
I'm just so happy to finally get to Liverpool, but it's really wonderful to get to be here with Billy West.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm glad you did.
We gotta go to the Cavern Club.
Yes, I get by with a little help from my friend.
So we do have a microphone on this side if you want to start queuing up for questions.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, we can start with you guys. Start with you.
Hi.
Well, I figured in that t-shirt you had all the questions.
I do, but it's all about them as well, so let them go first.
So first off, thank you both of you for coming here this weekend.
Pleasure.
For Futurama, first off, props to the show coming back yet again.
Show's a zombie show.
You're a god, make sure I didn't go to come back.
But are there any particular episodes that really stood out to the two? Because two of my favourite episodes are one, the one where Brian Zoidberg fights to the death over a girl, and the one where Hermes, where we learn that Hermes saved Ben's life.
I have a favorite. I have a couple favorite episodes. One is the Devil's Hands, and it was an opera, so it was fun to sing. And Katie Segal is a really great singer.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just camping it up, having fun with it and everything. We all did. But Dan Castellaneta played the robot devil, and he's quite an amazing voice actor. He really is, and a nice man. Yeah. So, you here to pay off your student loan?
So, getting into how did you get the roles in the first place?
With Futurama?
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Well, they put out, every time somebody's going to do a show, they put out a casting call because they want to find people, you know, and they want to go through as many people as they can and hopefully find the right one. And I showed up at the auditions and there was this many people. And I said, I ain't going in there. I saw Ryan Stiles, from Whose Line Is It Anyway? I said, he's going to mop the floor with this audition. What am I doing here? You know, and I'm glad I didn't leave, though, because I went in and talked to Matt and David X. Cohen. And they showed me some pictures of the characters. They showed me a picture of...
And you hadn't had to do The Simpsons first, right?
What's that?
Had you done The Simpsons before Futurama?
No.
No, me neither.
No. He said, you know, I know who you are. I said, I kind of know who you are, too, you know? It's only Matt Groening. But, yeah, and then they showed me a couple of pictures, and I was supposed to audition for Zoidberg and the professor. And they said the professor's 147 years old, and I said, he must be rickety, you know, like he probably farts dust, like a mummy. You know, oops, I farted dust. And nobody loves Zoidberg. I don't care who says they do, you're lying. No one loves Zoidberg. Zoidberg loves Zoidberg.
Which comes to show you got to do what you love, even if it's not a good idea.
Hi guys, I'm Jack.
Hi.
So, as you see, I'm Fry.
Yes, I do.
Coincidentally, the reason of this cosplay is because of the tattoo I've got. That's my only question. Can I come and show you my tattoo? And what's the chances you would actually sign it? So, can I come over and show you the tattoo?
Did you want to do something?
Get you to sign it if you want, like.
Well, Billy's downstairs a weekend signing thing, so we can do that at the table.
Can I come over and show you the tattoo, get you to rate it? What do you think?
You want me to put on a dog and pony show for you? Is that it?
Why not?
Yeah. Okay, okay.
That is the tattoo.
Greetings from the year 3000. It still sucks. Oh, you had to show me that. You know, I have to tell you, I used to run around with a pair of jeans like that, and I wouldn't get rid of them because they were my good luck jeans.
These two?
Yeah.
I woke up with this tattoo, I don't know where it came from.
Were you at a strange bar the night before? Or
I don't remember.
you don't remember?
All I know is I've got the tattoo, I'm now fried.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I just know your future.
And I can't wait to see you both in Edinburgh as well.
Oh wow, yeah. We're going there.
That's where I'm from.
Buy me a castle.
When you
Wish I could.
When you guys were showing the images of the characters they wanted to do, did you come up with the whole voices yourself, or did they guide you on how they thought they wanted them to sound?
It's a little of both. I mean, they give you, you know, some guidelines about the type of person it is and what they're prone to do, their moods, and if they're happy-go-lucky or if they get miserable. You know, the more information you have, the better. So it helps you craft and you know, create a persona. And yeah, and they told me that all they told me about Zoidberg is that, and it's hellaciously funny, he's a doctor and he's poor. See, in my country, there's no such thing. I mean, a poor doctor, I mean, that's like the greatest example of a loser's loser if you're a poor doctor in America, man.
Yes.
Yeah. See, over here, I could break my ankle and I just walk down the street and it's like, come on in. Down there, it's like, you don't need no help, do you? Hi.
Hi, just want to say it's an honour to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, thank you.
My name's Gifford, and I'm asking a music question due to your strong connection to music, Billy.
Yep.
Two of my favourite episodes, one you've already mentioned, is Devil's Hands,
Yes.
Spider Playthings. And the second one is Hermie Arigas, I can't even say it, requisitioned his groove back. Where both of you have like musical scores in them. I just want to know, going into the casting, was you aware that music was going to be involved in the show or not?
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. And it turns out that one of the writers, Ken Keeler, he can write amazing lyrics and music.
Yes.
And I try to pin him down, you know, I said, Ken, some of this stuff is really amazing. And he's like, it's nothing, you know, like he's a math head. So he creates music like thinking like a mathematics person. And I said, you can't fool me. I know you've got like passion in there and everything. I finally got it out of him. And the key to opening him up was I told him that I played with Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. And then all of a sudden he was like asking me a million questions. But it's quite a crew. I mean, everybody is at the top of their game. We're very, very lucky. The writers are my heroes. So yeah, the musical numbers are always welcome, you know, when they say, hey, we're gonna record something cool today.
Well, they may not have had planned to have that much music in the cartoon, but then they saw that they had such amazing singers cast
80, yeah.
Yeah,
as Fry and Leland.
yeah, 'cause it seems like music's really integrated into the show. Even like Fry randomly singing on random episodes, Walking on Sunshine.
You call that singing?
Well, bad singing, but it's still singing.
They were cries for help. But it was very funny, you know. I worked in radio in Boston, and we used to do lunchtime songs, which were parodies. We'd take a song and rewrite it and re-record it to sound like the artist, and it would always be about the guy who was on the air, the station's call letters, and it was always about lunch, eating. And one day Katrina came in, Katrina and the Waves, who did that song, Walking on Sunshine, and I said, hey, we want to play something for you. And she was like, oh, really? And I said, yeah, we did something with your son. Oh, really? And then it comes on, and she's the face of no break. She's listening, and she's like, the car. Yeah, she was horrified. I thought she would like it. She didn't. And so I made things worse many, many years later. Went, I'm walking on sunshine. Ah! You know.
Right, thank you very much for your time.
I hope that made her fall out of bed.
In regards to singing on set, is it harder to sing in the character's voice? Do you have to train yourself differently to keep those notes with the different voice?
No, we're so familiar with them that it's kind of second nature. And that's the thing about coming back, getting canceled and coming back, and even if it's a couple of years go by, we go to the same studio, we all sit in the same chairs, you know, and it's like nothing ever changed. Yeah. Lucky us, I mean, just to be working with everybody for that long.
Yes.
In that business, eesh. Hi, you're another fry.
Yeah.
I love it.
Where's our pizza? These fries, but no one's bringing us pizza.
Nice to meet you, but my question is,
Can you come real close so I can hear you?
what's your favourite catchphrase you said as a character in Futurama?
Favorite one? I have a few of them. Oh, come on in.
Remember, everyone, when they're
Not
coming
too
late,
awkward.
we point and go, ooh.
Get to your seats. Get out, get in, get out.
Catchphrases. Well, there's always, shut up and take my money. And then there's, why not Zoidberg? No one cares. And then, who needs courage when you have a gun? And, kid, inform the man. I made it with a woman. I'm trying to think of who's left. I think that's it.
Thank you.
I think one of my favorite Hermes was my manwich. Even though the character wasn't there. That was food given to him by his wife.
And everybody knows that too. Manwich, those commercials.
It's always kind of crazy when you see all the memes, like the shut up and take my money, or the man with all these things getting more and more viral every year.
There's a credit card that I've seen that has Fry on it and says shut up and take my money, and it's a real Visa. Yeah. If only it talked. Make some money.
Well, I'm surprised that's not a credit card from 1,000 years in the future.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Thank you for your
Thank you very much.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi.
So my question was, so do you know the episode when Fry becomes insanely rich and he tries to basically buy the last tin of anchovies? What would your item of food be that you'd go, like if it was going to go extinct, what would you put all your money into to try it just one last time before it goes extinct?
You think?
Would Fry just have pizzas?
I don't know. I have a personal favorite.
Yeah, your personal ones. What would
Oh,
your
personal.
personal ones be?
Acai sorbet. I know.
Okay.
What a He-Man. No, I just, there's something about it that I can't get enough of it. I'll eat a pint of it and I could eat another pint after that. I'm a vegan, so I don't have ice cream and stuff, so that's like the closest thing.
So you'd have to go for it. Like you'd have to. How much do you think you'd pay for it if you give me the last one?
What I would pay for it. It's expensive as it is.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is. If you want to have it delivered to your house, there's where they get you.
It would be a lot though. If you knew it was going to be the last one, you might as well go all out if it's going to be the last time trying it. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I'm trying to think if I wanted something that bad. I always thought if I won $4 million in the lottery, I'd run out and buy $4 million worth of scratch tickets. So I could get richer.
Yeah.
I mean, sort of.
Just enabling gambling, but it's fine. Alright. What about yours? What would yours be? For your favourite, what would your favourite snack would be? Like if you were going to pick any?
Favorites.
Like, what is your favourite? Yeah, have you got a favourite?
Or is there any
Just
food
say
you,
whatever's good on the menu.
Yeah. Alright, thank you guys.
was there any food you tried in the UK that you've not had before?
Well, surprisingly, it's a lot of the same things on the menu in the UK as in the US.
So we mentioned about
Do you know that Panda Bear is delicious?
I prefer polar. It's a bit
I mean,
rare.
you wonder why there's so few of them, because that's why.
But they're easy to catch because they're just so slow. So we mentioned that Futurama that keeps getting cancelled and brought back, cancelled, brought back. Why do you think that one show keeps coming back? Because we've seen many shows over the years that don't come back like this, but it's always been coming back.
What people say to me is that, you know, they're always, they're ready to try it again and see if it like matches up to the quality of the earlier ones. That happens to shows, you know, it's just like sometimes the burst of energy and creativity goes for a couple seasons and then everybody's like going, yeah, you know, the writing's not as good and everything, but like I said, the writers are my heroes. I mean, they just never let us down when we're reading these things. Some of it's so incredible. Just feel so grateful, really, you know.
And do we have another season coming?
Yes.
Good. I've lost track because of all the cancellations though. But yeah.
Yeah, it's they're gonna drop it very soon. It's already done, and then we're gonna do some more after that. And if somebody told me I'd be working at 74 years old, I would have told them they had rocks in their head. I come from a family of you know, immigrant mentality. You know, my uncles, all these old Irish guys. All it was about work. They would drink and drink, and they'd close the bar down, and instead of going home, they'd go to work and sleep in the doorway, so they wouldn't miss work. I'm not missing my paycheck, you know. I don't feel that good, but I'm not missing a day of work.
So from your other work, so Ren and Stimpy, Doug, Justice League, is there any other character you'd like to revisit?
Samurai Jack, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I never was on that show. Another character to revisit? Well, let's see. Okay, I did those guys. No, I did a show for Nickelodeon at the same time as Ren and Stimpy. And that was kind of psychotic, Ren and Stimpy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. You shut up, you fool. Yes, I shall kill you, Stimpy. And at the very same time, I was doing this sweet little show called Doug. And he was a painfully average 11-and-a-half-year-old. And he had a lot of fantasies and stuff. And but everybody that grew up with it, you know, comes up and goes, that was my whole life. And I get these 35-year-old guys, you know. Yeah, I was a little kid. And so I said, well, they're older now, you know. Sometimes they don't turn out quite the way, you know, like the bad kid. You're always sure he's going to be dead or in jail. And that's the way it goes in life. And the good kid will be like an alderman or front of city council. And I switched it around. I was like, dear Journal, today I blew up a courthouse. And then he's in court and it's like, order in the court, order! Judge Roger Klotz. Oh, look who it is. It's you, Funny, you loser. I knew I was going to see you in here one day, Funny. You go to jail, Funny. Oh, yes, you are. You're going to be someone's bitch in jail, Funny. Ooba, ooba, every night, Funny. Oh, no. We're doing magic here for you and dozens of lifelike statues.
No, we're English, is that polite?
No, that's okay. No, I love polite.
And Phil, so Justice League, and you're bringing Jon Stewart to life, and you've got the ring, the power ring, which we all love. Are you excited to see the live action version that's coming out?
Yes, well, I was hoping, coming to London, I might actually someday get to meet Aaron Peer and offer him a ring.
In the brightest day, on the blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight.
tell me you're not so polite. I see how it works.
How long are you over here for?
I was in London most of the week.
Because he's on stage in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's on stage at the moment in London on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, sorry I missed him. And I also didn't get to see the great, amazing English actress that I got to work with, Helen Mirren.
Oh, wow.
We do an Audible series called Moriarty,
Oh, wow.
where I got to do my English accent.
She's
And Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you did Sherlock? I gotta listen to that. During the pandemic, a while back, I wrote a book because I wasn't gonna sit there and do nothing for 2 years. So I wrote an autobiography. It's coming out in July. It's called Voice Versa. And nobody wants to read about how great your life is going. So I talked about childhood, you know. It's like people want to know where the hell you came from. And it's like, yeah, it was not pretty. It was frightening. But there's so many crazy things that happened in my life. I was a musician, you know, and I just had a million incredible stories. And no one would ever believe that I was the same guy that lived that stuff. Because I was a drunk and a crazy. And, you know, me and my friends went to Peru for a vacation. A bunch of hungry noses got off that plane. You know, we went there for a drug vacation. And we almost got killed. No, I mean, I'm not saying, oh yeah, that's so great, what a life. No, it was stupid. And, but I chronicled it because I remember most of it. And, it was horrifying, the stuff that happened down there.
Yes, it sounded like you were living in a movie.
It felt like it because when you're that high, everything looks like a movie. Everything's like a Super 8, you know, like a film from Woodstock. That's too much exposure, too much light exposure, and that's what life looks like when you're as high as a rat. Yeah, somebody knows. You again?
Yeah, so my one originally what I was meant to ask was, with your character development in Futurama, where do you think your characters are going to be going in the foreseeable future?
The characters or
Yeah.
the show?
The show and the characters, where
Well-
you'd like to see them end up in the overall, or say the actual finale. Where would you like your characters to fully end up?
You know what? I never speculate on that. I'm always pleasantly surprised. You know, the people see an ending to a series or a run, and they'll go, "You guys are never going to top that. That was just really perfect." And then they always do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'll keep coming to work till they tell me don't come in anymore.
Oh, you know, they'll always have you come into it.
You think?
That's the reason the show keeps coming back.
And that's why we don't want a finale, because we have a finale, then they can't keep bringing it back.
Definitely. We don't want it to end, and I'm glad it keeps rebooting. But perfect, thank you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey.
I got two questions, if that's okay, they're quick though.
Of course.
First of all, what was it like on the set of Pulp Fiction, if you don't mind talking about that, do you remember? And secondly, when Futurama first came out, I don't know if you remember, but a lot of people, it might have just been in Sunderland, but a lot of people were like, oh, it's not The Simpsons, it's not The Simpsons. Did you guys feel that pressure, or was that just you going into it and it's a new Matt Groening thing and we're going to go for it? Those two questions.
Matt had to go through it before we did, like when he was pitching the show to Fox. He came in, you would think, how grateful would they be that the guy's got another project, you know, and he comes in, he wants to give them first look. And they were like, this is great, but we want another Simpsons. And he said, I can't give you another Simpsons, you already have one, I can give you something else, and you know, and it can take off. Yeah, but we really want another Simpsons. That's how they think, you know.
Well, I think that's because those Fox executives were jealous to Matt Groening, because he was...
Put them on the map.
Well, he's the one who made their channel successful.
Oh, yeah.
Not those executives.
No, cement heads.
What was it like on Pulp Fiction? Sorry, working with Quentin Tarantino. But...
Well, it's interesting because the Pulp Fiction movie and the Futurama cartoon are very different things to watch, but doing both, working with phenomenal cast members and great creator writers, it felt the same. Getting to be in the cartoon and being in the movie.
Thank you.
Yes, being in a recording studio with Billy West is just as good as being in a car with John Travolta.
Let me think about that.
So, really, with legacy characters, like when you voice Bugs Bunny,
Yes.
things like that, is there ever pressure to try and carry on the copy Mel Blanc on things like that, or do you try and put your own take on it as well?
Your job, for the most part, is to be faithful as you can to the original character. I took it very, very seriously, and I met Mel Blanc once, and he was very inspirational. I remember him in my head since I was a little boy, but you know, he had. I remember doing it. I remember recording, and every now and then somebody would come in and go, "He's sounding like too cute. You got to toughen him up." Oh, okay. And then somebody else would come in and go, "He sounds too Jewish." Okay. You know, I mean, yeah. And then somebody else comes in and says, you know, he's too threatening, and I was like, shit it. Ain't I a little stinker?
We've got enough time for about one more question. Does anyone have any more questions? Yep. Do you want to shout from there? Yep. Another one?
What do you think the most difficult part of the show was to do for the voice acting?
What was the hardest part to do on set? Or when you would create a show?
The hardest part of it?
Was there anything hard?
It's not. It's kind of. It's a labor of love, and it's if it's labor intensive, but it's a labor of love, then it's not such a thing that you have to go through. It's joyous. It's joyful, and you know, everybody is. I don't remember ever a bad day at a recording where somebody got pissy and what, you know. I just never saw it. Everybody was always super happy to be there. And we want to make everybody look good. I want everybody to be great, and you know, it's a pride. I have a lot of pride.
And do you still all record at the same time?
Sometimes. I'd rather work ensemble with everybody because there's an energy in that room. You know, it's like St. Elmo's fire. It just goes round and round.
You can see that. You can hear that on the screen.
Well, and when you have all the actors together, you get better acting because you have performers performing a scene together.
Yes, showing off.
And do you get to improv a little bit at all, or is it quite rigid?
You know, you got to honor the words, and then sometimes they'll say, you know, have you got any ideas, anything you want to try? And that's a smart thing to do because every now and then somebody might have some idea that makes it in and replaces the original idea. Most of the time it just winds up on the floor. But I did some sort of ad-lib. I was playing like, there was this hillbilly, and there was like a gang of them, and he said, "There's 200 of us." And then I said, "And 3 teeth." David Cohen said, "Bingo."
Thank you both for being here this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to work with you.
Thank you so much.